about how you enhance the roll at all times, not just to focus necessarily on the close of rolls period. I'm not denying any issue about the close of the rolls, but my submission is more about preserving and enhancing and strengthening the roll at all times and what we need to do to ensure that that happens.
Okay. Mr Danby,
well, precisely on that point, rather than focus just on the 1,000 elderly confused voters, I want to go back to the main game as far as I'm concerned, and that is the 1.2 million voters who are not enrolled. And mindful of your problem with direct mail, with the effect on your resources, and come back to something you talked about in your verbal submission, how transfers on the roll could be done electronically. So you're saying that if people use the internet and email change of enrolment, what you can do is check their scanned form against their already existing signature, and that if we change the legislation, that could be a way of validating their enrolment rather than using snail mail responses that are signed.
A scan form is one option, Mr Danby, that could be used, and scanning is now a relatively simple technology that's available in the home. You know, one option is for a system that would ensure that the person scans their signature and presents that as part of the electronic enrolment transaction. There are other models that could be equally used, which is much more efficient in one way by confirming information with other government sources, whether it's Centrelink or roads and traffic authorities or whatever. So there's lots of different options, and I guess I wouldn't want to get into a discussion about a possible solution here, because I think it is one of those things that deserves considerable investigation about what the solutions are. In fact, one of the things I think, if the committee was minded to go down this path, then it would seem to me to be a better way to deal with this issue, to provide flexibility, to allow solutions to change over time. Technology will not stand still, it will change, and solutions to these issues will also change. If you design a system now for electronic lodgement and prescribe it, then the greatest danger is that in 5 years' time it will be totally irrelevant to the technology. So it's more about providing perhaps a principles-based option for electronic lodgement and providing some other authority that can sign off on the system, including using principles of integrity. That other authority might be the existing commission, which is a model used in other state jurisdictions.